Good morning, maybe it's evening time out there, it's a little bit nighttime for Steven. We're going over one of the best two-person combinations that I've wanted to make a video about for a long time. We all know how much I like Noelle, you probably know that already. And also, you may know how I like the Raiden Shogun. A lot of you guys left me feedback. Do they work well together? We're gonna showcase some builds here for these two characters. They are so good. So if you have access to this character, get ready, they are good teammates. Oh, so good. Now you might have a keen eye, you might be seeing that, yeah, I was wearing this in a previous video, that's because I recorded at the same time. You mathematical genius, you have good eyes and you're probably pretty smart as well. So go ahead, hit that sub button, like as well on the video, and I'll catch you guys. Noelle, you know what, I haven't changed my build in forever, still on the 4-piece retracing bolide set with 1 off piece. We're focusing on crit chance, crit damage, defense as well. So we're looking at 54 crit rate, 148 crit damage, a little bit of energy recharge, although you probably don't need it with the Raiden Shogun here. 129% there. We have a tanky girl here, and this is the core of the team. Raiden Shogun, Noelle. Why do they work well together? Well, Raiden Shogun, as you can see, you know, she heals up your elemental burst energy. Very awesome there. Very strong elemental burst regeneration rate with the Raiden Shogun. Now, one thing I do want to talk about here, a lot of people were confused here. This elemental burst damage bonus here, it does work with Noelle, but it doesn't work with what you think it works with Noelle. So this is for the elemental burst damage. So with Noelle, this is only going to factor in the activation here where it says elemental burst damage / skill damage. That's all that is working with. It's not going to work with the rest of your follow-up attacks. Those are all still normal and charge attack damage though. So don't think that you're getting that extra big damage bonus from Raiden Shogun with the entirety of sweeping time. You're only getting on that activation skill. So it's going to be a little bit cool there, but it's not going to be a make or break thing. As always with Noelle, we're going to have a full, noob to pro thing coming out real soon. I want to get like a new guide. It's been a year, right, since Genshin's been out. A lot more has been learned about the game. And she is a very fantastic character. You'll see that in this as well. Now, for the rest of our teammates here, we're going to be using Bennett because Bennett is, kind of busted, and then you can use like another Geo character in a team like this. You want to use another Geo character with Noelle for that ×2 Geo resonance because, well, it's pretty good. I mean, if you haven't checked out the Geo resonance yet, this is what you get. Shield strength up, nice, okay. Damage increase up, and then Geo resistance down for enemies. So triple trifecta. You want another Geo character. It does not have to be Albedo. It can be Zhongli. It can be Geo main character. It could even be Ning Wang, who is going to be pretty powerful in here as well. She's gonna have infinite elemental bursts here due to her having very low cooldown on her elemental burst and very low energy requirements. So also would be a solid teammate in this team. And I just want to touch on the Raiden Shogun build. Obviously, we're still using the 4-piece emblem of Severed Fate. We're not doing anything unique here. You can use the engulfing lightning. You can use the catch. You're just building for damage like you would with the traditional Raiden Shogun. So we have 50 crit rate, 127 crit damage. I know it's not the highest in the entire world. We don't have all of the stuff to make her the main carry that we've had in some previous videos with like Kujo, Sara, etc. But she's more of a supportive role here, and she can still get the job done. And one of the cool parts about this team is that even if you're starting out, right, Raiden Shogun doesn't have infinite uptime on her elemental burst. It only lasts 7 seconds. Noelle, especially if you're not C6, it's going to rout eventually. And so what you can do is go back and forth between the two. Use Noelle's elemental burst, use Raiden Shogun's. Raiden Shogun's will fill up Noelle's again. Use Noelle's, use Raiden Shogun's, and back and forth and back and forth. And you'll have your two other characters, in my case, Bennett and Albedo, to supply a little bit of extra damage here. So since we have Noelle's elemental burst ready to rock and roll, we're gonna start out with Noelle's burst. We're gonna drop Albedo's thing, get this guy, drop this, summon this, and then we're gonna gain our white blind stacks, very important. Pop this, and then let's go in here. Now these guys are tanky, but we want to cleave them down. Very tanky. Stand next to each other, please. Thank you. We'll get the shield pop maybe. Stop backing up from each other. Why you gotta do that? He's dead. He's dead. All right, so we have some time here. We're half gauge, so we'll just go into Raiden Shogun here. And oh, he can gain his HP back. Actually, this is kind of cool. So it's gonna show, look how fast we got our Noelle's elemental burst back. It was at half, now it's at full. So once Raiden Shogun's elemental burst runs off, right, if you wanted to, you can go right back into Noelle if you so desire. This was a little bit of a slower run, but it was necessary to showcase the fact that you can go back and forth between the two. Very easy, right? We're in Noelle's elemental burst. Raiden Shogun's is ready to go again. So once Noelle's wears off, you go back into Raiden Shogun, you pop Bennett, you pop Albedo, you can use this in Abyss. Very powerful in any circumstance. Very good Steam. And this will even bring Noelle up in single target fights because that's really where she kind of is the worst because she's very good at AoE cleaving, Noelle is. But in single target, she's kind of like, what am I doing here? What's happening? Stop, please. Let's go fight like this mechanical array guy. Let's get these white blind stacks. All right, let's fire them up, and then we'll be able to see the regeneration power of Raiden Shogun in combination with Noelle here as well. I don't think Raiden Shogun is going to fill it up all the way for her, but if we get enough here before we run out, we'll be okay. Just want to stretch it as far as possible. We'll probably get him to push all the way to split up mode where he gets the little guys out, pushing the little guys. Now we can do the little guys with Raiden Shogun, wherever they are, or Arthai. Who is it going to be this time? I'm very bad at okay, this guy down here. Hello. Hi, sir. Getting some energy back. Absolutely destroy this guy. And I don't know if we'll get Noelle's energy back. Yep, done. That 5th hit, good to go. Even in a single target fight, Noelle is ready to rock and roll with Raiden Shogun in combination. Oof. And remember, we had 29%, almost 30% energy recharge on Noelle, and then we had 27, almost 25, 27, 275. Okay, not 27, 275 energy recharge on Raiden Shogun there, and you got a little bit extra from engulfing lightning when you use your Elemental Burst as well, so like 300 in some change percent. So you get some extra big old energy back from her Elemental Burst there. Because remember, it's not just base 2.5, it also gets boosted up by the Enlightened One Ascension here based on your energy recharge stat. So every 1% above 100%, it's going to increase your energy gain back from your Elemental Burst, which is going to go a long way to boosting up that Noelle, guys. Now, I mean, like, even Steven, he likes this build. He's a Noelle stan now. He's a Noelle stan, aren't you, Steven?